Okay, I got a lot of people asking me to talk about PPL. So today's topic, PPL. Let's get into it. Okay, so first off, PPL stands for push-pull-legs. It's a popular split. A lot of people start off with it and continue to use it, stay with it, stick to it. It's a good overall routine, good split. It organizes exercises into 3 different categories, which would be push, exercises that target the muscles involving a push movement, primarily focused on the chest, shoulders, and triceps, whatnot. This would be like incline, bench press, shoulder press, and tricep dips. And then we move on to pull, which would be exercises that target the muscles used in the pulling movement, mainly the back and the bicep. Common exercises, lat pull down, pull-ups, rows, and bicep curls, hammer curls, And then last would be legs, exercises that target the lower body, of course, focusing on quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. Common exercises would be like squats, deadlifts, and lunges, although I don't really recommend deadlifts because it takes too much energy. But yeah, we'll get into PPL now. Okay, now we move on to what exercises you should be doing for the PPL. Okay, so first day would be push day. And I made a video about push day, which would be chest day, on my YouTube, focusing on chest primarily, but since it's push day, you're gonna also want to implement the bench press, overhead press, incline, tricep dips, lateral raises for your side delts, and push-ups maybe as like a final killer for the exercise. And then for your pull day, you want to concentrate on muscles using pulling movements, which would be your back, biceps, or rear delts. This would be pull-ups, chin-ups, any supinated grips, non-supinated, bent over rows, pretty good, lat pull downs, face pulls, which I haven't done yet for your rear delts. I'll show you how to in another video. Barbell curls, hammer curls, or if you don't like barbell, you can use the dumbbells. Then for legs, you want to hit the squats, lunges maybe, if you know how to do them properly, leg presses, calf raises, any leg curls for your hamstrings. You're working all the muscles for the legs on that day, so whatever you can get done, it's all good. For most of the exercises I just mentioned, it should be on my YouTube. I did 3 videos, chest day, back day, and leg day. It should go over some of the exercises, but if you don't want to watch it, I understand. I'm not really the best presenter. There's a lot of videos online that show you the form and techniques for each of the exercises I just mentioned, and it'll be good for your push-pull legs exercise split. Advantages to PPL, or why PPL is so effective? Well, first reason would be because of the balanced muscle growth. PPL takes up 3 consecutive days, and when you do chest on the first day, the next 2 days will allow the chest to recover. So when you're back on your 4th day, or next time you hit the gym for chest, your chest will be fully recovered and you'll be able to hit every muscle group in the chest and shoulders, as long as you're doing PPL with a proper format. So yeah, balanced growth, probably the best for it. PPL is also very flexible. It allows for a 3, 4, 5, or even 6 workout days per week. It's flexible, it's accessible for beginners. Advanced lifters even use it. I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends in the gym still use PPL. I use PPL, half PPL, but regardless, it's very flexible. It gives you a lot of recovery time. It's pretty good. Also, in doing PPL, you do benefit a lot because you do increase your workout efficiency by doing PPL, because you know exactly what you're doing during the day, and it makes it a lot easier to manage the volume and intensity of your workout and exercise. So yeah, PPL is pretty good. I'd say it's the second best option, and I'll go over the best option in a bit after I go over the Arnold split. But Arnold is not the best. It's PPL and Arnold mixed together that make it the best. Now moving on to comparing PPL to other splits. Okay, well, first off, I'm gonna talk about the bro split because I do see a lot of people doing that split. I will not be talking about full body workouts even though it's there because I don't really know much about full body workouts and the pros and cons of it, so I can't really speak about it. But for the bro split, it's basically you're training each muscle group once a week with separate days dedicated to chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs. And it focuses mainly for bodybuilding and intensely on one muscle group per session. I guess the pros would be that it allows intensity focus on each muscle group, which would be okay, but also less frequent stimulation of each muscle group is not really optimal for growth and can be inefficient for those looking to max out their workout for the day. So yeah, I don't think bro split is the most optimal, but it does work. I don't think it's optimal though. Instead of the body part splits, I will be talking about the Arnold split because I see a lot of more people using this split lately. So for the Arnold split, typically it involves 6 days a week of training and has a structure of chest and back, shoulders and arms, and then legs. And then you repeat it twice a week. The problem with this is that you're hitting 2 main muscle groups at a time, which would be chest and back. And a lot of people don't really understand how to do it properly. In my next video I will be talking about chest back, so hopefully that clears a lot of stuff up. And then the other problem with this is the volume and intensity for the Arnold split. It's very intense and very high volume, and it demands a lot from the muscles and fatigues you very quick, and you need a lot of focus for the Arnold split. I'd say if you want to do the Arnold split, mix it in with the PPL. Also, the Arnold split is more advanced. I'd say if you've been in the gym for more than a year or a year and a half, maybe start doing or swapping it out and doing Arnold split instead of just PPL. The Arnold split, however, is very good for muscle growth, so yeah, do keep that in mind if you do plan on advancing. Cons of the PPL split. Okay, there aren't really many cons to the PPL split. However, you are very prone to plateau doing the PPL split. If you don't know what a plateau is, it's when you can't increase weight, you can't progressively overload on the weight, and you just stop and you can't progress. So the bypass to this would be, let's say you're doing it 6 days a week. First 3 days, you're doing chest, back, and legs, and you hit like the exercises that I put in my video. Let's say you did chest one day, and you did the bench press, barbell bench press, and on day 4, when you come back to do chest, you hit bench press again, and you keep hitting bench press. The problem with this is that you're gonna be stuck with almost the same weight and you won't be able to progress much because you're not changing anything up within the 4 days that you're doing the chest. So to bypass this, it would be day 1, when you're doing chest, do the barbell, but on day 4, instead of doing the barbell, switch it up, but still hit the same muscle group. So it would be machine chest press, or Smith machine chest press, or dumbbell chest press. Whatever it is, switch it up for the other week, and then you can go back to barbell the week after. But yeah, that's the main con to it, I guess. Another con I have with PPL that I do think that every split should have is working on the arms. You aren't really working on the arms during the PPL, and I think you need a day for the arms, which is why I say PPL and Arnold is good, because on Arnold you're doing shoulders and arms instead of just shoulders and chest. There's a day for arms. You gotta make sure you work on the arms, because just hitting chest, back is not gonna hit any part on the arm. Maybe a bit, but not as much as if you isolate the bicep or tricep and just hit it. I already talked about the first two, so I'm just gonna skip to progressive overload. A lot of the times in the gym, I see a lot of my friends and other people just stay at the same weight and they think they will progress. No, that's not the case. You want to add weight or add sets or reps, whatever it is. Make sure you're doing more. If you hit the bench and you're doing one plate and you hit 10 and you feel like you could have did more, you should have did more. You're not growing your muscle mass optimally if you do not progressively overload, and it's a key factor to your growth in the gym. You want to make sure you progressive overload. But yeah, that is PPL or push-pull legs. Hopefully you guys get started. I did try my best with this format of video, but it seems pretty boring, I think. I'm not sure many of you are watching, but if you are, I'm glad that I was able to entertain you until the end, even though it wasn't that entertaining. But yeah, if you didn't really gather much information from this, you can always watch a Jeff Nippard video or a Joel. You know, their videos are much better than this, and you'll still learn something. Yeah, that's it.